Nestled in the hills of southern Iowa, you'll find the greatest half-mile dirt track in the world, known in all corners of the globe as the sprint car capital of the world. Knoxville Raceway boasts 25,000 seats, 56 VIP boxes, and a racing surface that is always conducive to fast side-by-side competition. But it's more than just the excitement on the track that draws legions of loyal fans every year. Brian Stickle is Director of Marketing and Sales for Knoxville Raceway, and he's here to tell us more about it. Brian, welcome.
Thanks for having me here.
Brian, first of all, why sprint car racing? Why is it so revered by its fans?
You know, sprint car racing goes back to the very grassroots of all motorsports. At Knoxville Raceway started out as a horse racing track at the fairgrounds well over 100 years ago. Well, with the introduction of the internal combustion engine, you know, man has always been inclined to try and make it go faster and faster, and where a better place to test that than at a dirt track. So the imagination and ingenuity of the past drivers and owners has really been what has driven motorsports. And sprint car racing from a very early age was just people stripping down the cars to make the lightest possible car they could have, putting in the fastest possible engine, and then just making it go faster and faster. And that was all done in the early days just by trial and error.
Well, Knoxville Raceway is often called the sprint car capital of the world. How did you earn that title?
We've always been true to the nature of pure racing. Each year we host approximately 20 to 25 sprint car races. And a sprint car is different from, say, a NASCAR car in that it doesn't have fenders, it has open wheels. It has a 850 horsepower engine, and it has only one gear. So once you put it in gear, you're going as fast as you can. You know, it's a very basic sport of motorsports in that you have the lightest possible car, the highest horsepower possible engine, and it's just the driver and the machine going around the track. And Knoxville has always been true to that form of racing, and we feel it's the most exciting type of motorsports there is.
Many other motorsports struggle for attendance these days, but I understand Knoxville Raceway draws crowds from around the world. Tell us about that.
Every Saturday night is when we typically race, and whether it's our Knoxville Championship Cup Series event or the world-renowned Knoxville Nationals, the racing is always wheel-to-wheel, fast and exciting. You know, it's not like you sit down for a 100-lap race, you know, and get bored to tears. You sit down and there's a 25-lap race, and then after that there's a 30-lap race. So in the course of any given night, there's 12 different races with potentially a different winner each race.
It sounds very exciting indeed. Brian, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
Be sure to visit Knoxville Raceway at knoxvilleraceway.com.